I'm Tom Galvin. This is Solo Sessions. We do this once a month, the fourth Saturday of every month, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And today in Nashville, it's 3 o'clock. Well, it's actually not because we're pre-recording this with a great singer-songwriter, a Nashville musician, highly regarded down there, highly respected for songs that he's written by himself, collaborated with other musicians. Been down in Nashville for a long time, traveled the world. He's known as the Global Cowboy. I met Brent in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where he has a lot of deep roots as well and many friends. He's somebody that I haven't seen for a while, and somebody, when you meet Brent, which you will now in the next 45 minutes or so, you will see why I was so anxious to get him on the show. Top shelf singer-songwriter, soulful, deep, musical, fun. Brent, it's just such a pleasure to have you on our show. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for asking, Tom. It's nice to see you after all these years.
All these years, yeah. We were riding high in the Tetons for a while,
Yeah.
but here I am with my humble little show here in Northern California. And you're in Nashville, making a lot of records, doing a lot of recording, doing a lot of traveling still.
Yes.
Yes, and I see it's sometimes solo and sometimes with your band.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I got to wear a lot of hats down here to make it work.
Yeah, so you're also your own business manager, and
Oh boy, that's why I'm a small fish in a little pond.
But just as long as we're all swimming.
Yeah, right on.
That's and the other thing I've come to realize is that a beautiful song is a beautiful song. The status or the fame or the notoriety of the singer is secondary to the song. And I've been listening to your songs all week, and it's just been taking me to some very beautiful places, very emotional places. And so what we had planned is you sent us some videos that you've made over the years, and these are more current ones, I'm thinking, maybe.
Yeah, this first one, Caloosahatchee Flow, is a song that was written down in Florida to deal with their water problems they have up there. The Lake Okeechobee up in Central Florida there, when it gets flooded, it dumps over the banks and it sends a lot of water down through the waterways in Florida, and a lot of it is full of pesticides from the sugar plantations up there. So I did this for the SCCF, Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation, and Jay Robert, another Western guy we met in the tar water days up there. Him and I wrote this song, and we made this little video up, and to kind of, that they could use to help with the water thing.
Maybe we can mention tar. I just lost the word.
Tar water.
Tar. Yeah, sorry. Maybe we can refer to tar water later, but I'd love to hear the song.
Okay. Thank you.
And that video is coming up very soon.
Hey, we're live.
We're live, and
oh,
okay. Not sure exactly what's happening. So
there it goes.
We all need to live and breathe and walk upon this earth together. It's our turn to live and learn to do what's right for each other. Sound the alarm and stop the harm for the glades in the Gulf of Mexico. Save the waters for your sons and daughters. Let a clean Caloosahatchee flow. Read the signs, now's the time. Hear the thunder in the sky. Hand in hand on Florida sands, let's keep our waters alive. Sound the alarm, stop the harm for the glades in the Gulf of Mexico. Save the waters for your sons and daughters. Let a clean Caloosahatchee Caloosahatchee flow. Dolphin and manatee share with humanity. Hold on, don't let go. Save the waters for our sons and daughters. Let a clean Caloosahatchee flow. Save the waters for our sons and daughters. Let a clean Caloosahatchee flow. Caloosahatchee, let a clean Caloosahatchee flow.
J. Robert, what was his last name? Your co-writer?
O'Tailing.
So excellent song, and the troubadour as fighting for causes. You know, you're following a long tradition there. Great song. What was the outcome? I mean, is this making an impact?
You know, I don't. They're still fighting with the same issues. We did this, I think, back in 2015, and probably we finished it probably 2016, and it's, you know how it goes.
Well, sure. I mean, you and I met up in some of the most beautiful country in the world, and you have a long history in Jackson Hole, in Montana area, Western Wyoming, and Intermountain States, and traveled around there a lot. So you were making a lot of. We mentioned a band called Tarwater. What era are we talking, Brent?
We're talking the 70s. Jay Robert was a fiddle player in that band, and that was Pinto Bennett and Teddy Ray Jones and some characters out of Idaho, Boise, Idaho area. And yeah, they're great. And,
we were back there, my wife and I, several years ago, and on the Idaho side, and we just booked a little thing in a coffee shop there. This was probably 1989 or 90, and Derek Huffsmith, our mutual friend, got in touch with a few musicians, and this area is magical. Suddenly, guys that I had never met in the 9 years I was there, farmers. This guy coming down from the mountain, that guy was, runs boats down Snake River, and just some of the most incredible music I've ever heard. So it's a rich, fertile area, but the countryside around, preserving and caring about that, I think that's in your nature and certainly reflected in that song.
yeah, we all need to do a little more than we do, I think.
I think so too. You're going to do a couple live for us now. We're going to show a video and do a couple live.
Yeah, I'll do one. I'd like to do this talking about our friends from that era. This is for Lisa Dilk.
Oh,
and,
my good friend Lisa Dilk.
friend of yours,
and we'll be on this show sometime.
Yeah, I hope so too. But she was talking about some Lucky Stardust last week, and it's a song I wrote with my buddy Joe's son, and it's just about finding that lucky stardust. You hear that okay?
Yes, I hear the guitar very well.
There's always a little stardust falling from the sky, making magic happen here beneath the heavens high. If you try hard enough to make your dreams come true, someday some lucky star dust is gonna fall on you. Everybody wonders just when their time will come. Out of all the winners, who will be the lucky one? Oh, it's written in the stars if you believe in what you do. Someday some lucky star dust is gonna fall on you. For the two-steppers. Oh, there's always a little stardust falling from the sky, making magic happen here beneath the heavens high. If you try hard enough to make your dreams come true, someday some lucky stardust is gonna fall on you. Yes, if you believe with all your heart in everything you do, someday some lucky stardust is gonna fall on you.
Excellent song. Excellent song. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling that's kind of true of your story. Our friend Lisa Dilk as well. I saw that you've been doing some good things. She co-wrote a song that was Guy Clark recorded, and you've touched, co-wrote and
We have a
been
mutual
covered by.
friend in Nashville. Yeah, we became great friends with Ron Davies, a great songwriter. His sister is Gail Davies, the country singer, but he passed away many years ago, and Gail did a great tribute album of his songs, and Guy was on it, and John Prine, and I think maybe Guy did sing "Walking to Walk" that Lisa co-wrote with Ron, and Robbie Fulks recorded the one I wrote with Ron called. What is it called? Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it was on there.
Do you remember the song? Well, I
I
know
can't
that
remember the
I
name
know
of it.
you have already chose the songs that you want to perform for, so I'm not going to try to interfere with that. But some heavy hitters and some people that
Yeah.
have a larger audience than we have here in NorCal. But you that lucky stardust. Have you felt like pursuing
Every,
music and staying with it, that you've had some lucky stardust falling on your head?
I think, yeah, I mean, geez, I mean, I've been very fortunate with my career. And, sometimes you don't really know that it's falling on you and maybe you miss a few things, but you know how it goes. I mean,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I was very fortunate enough to perform on Broadway in New York City in a stage play called Ring of Fire, the songs of Johnny Cash. It kind of fell out of the air out of me. And of course, traveling to Europe and having my own thing happen there, that came as about from going on tour over there with the great songwriter Hugh Moffett the first time. And he actually helped me, get myself going. So yeah, it comes and goes.
Did you meet Hugh Moffett in Nashville?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, well, another heavyweight, just great songwriter.
Okay, great song.
Yeah.
Great.
So, well, you Switzerland? What's your European scene, right?
Well, my wife's from Switzerland, but I've been going over there since 1992 with Hugh, and then he helped me kind of get situated. My record label was from Switzerland, Brambis Records, and I've been traveling up Germany, Austria, Czech Republic. I've been to Poland, Spain, and Italy, and France, and so it's been great. So
Yeah. I was in Lansing, Wyoming, or Laramie, Wyoming. I played
yeah,
there. Right?
the
Yeah,
wind blows there.
yeah, it does. Uh, Toledo, Ohio. That's-
Yes.
traveled extensively there. Well, quite an itinerary, and certainly a lot of experiences along the way. A lot of that, I'm guessing, might have been turned into songs or music. What do you have next for us? That
I just do a song. It's on my, let's see what, it's on the new album. No, yeah, it was on this new album called Just to See the Other Side. You can get this online or everywhere. And I wrote this with Tom Yutz, who was the IBMA Songwriter of the Year last year. He's a guy from Germany who we met over there and came to Nashville and has done quite well. But this is called Just to See the Other Side. Gonna climb that mountain just to see the other side. Well, I stumbled and fell, but now I think I found my stride. Well, I figured it out. It's all about enjoying the ride. You see, the grass is green on the other side of the hill. Gonna see for myself, do it just for the thrill. If I don't do it now, well, I probably never will. 'Cause there's been a change in me, big, big change, you'll see. Not the same as I used to be. I'm gonna climb that mountain just to see the other side. Well, my faith is strong, my feet are light as swift. If a storm blows up, it ain't gonna blow me adrift. 'Cause it's the rocks in the road that make every day a gift. Well, you can only soar if you're not afraid to fly. So put a smile on your face, it'll get you on a natural high. The sun's coming up, it's a great day to be alive. 'Cause there's been a change in me, big, big change, you'll see. I'm not the same as I used to be. I'm gonna climb that mountain just to see the other side. Yeah, there's been a change in me, big, big change, you'll see. I'm not the same as I used to be. I'm gonna climb that mountain just to see the other side. I'm gonna climb that mountain just to see the other side.
I love that song and the way you make the E, A, and B dance. It's just I just always loved your guitar playing. I saw you doing a flat pick on Wabash Cannon. Some video I saw you were jamming with some people and there's some small stage setup and you were jamming on I think it was Wabash Cannonball. I'm not sure, but you were doing the flat picking, very fast flat picking, and
Can't imagine that.
well, it was just hot. It was really good, and I love that funky sound that from that song. It rocks. That really rocks. Time for another video, maybe.
Sure.
Anything you want to say about Tennessee Tears?
Yeah, Tennessee Tears. We shot the video of this in Jackson Hole with David Swift, a great friend of ours, and
Passed away.
Passed away too young. And I wrote this with my friend Bernie Nelson, and I wrote it quite a long time ago when I first came down to Nashville. There's a few of us that came about the same time, and he came from Colorado, and we all wore cowboy hats, and we kind of had a little bit of a thing going, I guess.
Yeah.
But we kind of bonded in that respect. And Bernie's a great songwriter. He's done really well over the years, had a lot of cuts. And it's just one of my favorite all-time songs. And the recording of this I did with my friends Joe Sun and Otar Johansson and Tori Anderson from Norway. And
Okay.
we had a little group called Norville. The Nashville meets the, Anyway,
yeah, Norville. Yeah. Never going back to Norville anymore.
Rose pulled into Wyoming on the heels of a big western blow. She She settled in Cheyenne. It was the first time she'd ever seen it snow. Folks could see her crying as the snowflakes floated down, but the reason for her sorrow was just nowhere to be found. She got a job at the Quick Stop. By night she sang for tips down at a bar. She made friends with all the cowboys, and some of them told Rose that she could be a star. Said that she should pack her things and move to Tennessee, but any thoughts of Nashville brought back painful memories. And nobody knows why Cheyenne Rose cries Tennessee tears. She's got a place on the edge of town, and sometimes, well, you can't find her there. On her porch in a rocker, taking in the cool Wyoming air. In her hand she holds a picture of someone she used to know. She thinks about the Opry and all those dreams that she let go. And nobody knows why Cheyenne Rose cries Tennessee tears. Oh, she could have made the big time, she could have had it all, but a broken heart brought about her final curtain call. Nobody knows why Cheyenne Rose cries Tennessee tears. Nobody knows why Cheyenne Rose cries Tennessee tears. Rose pulled into Wyoming on the heels of a big western blow.
I think it's very obvious why I was so interested in having you on our show. That's just another knockout song. And the hook, nobody knows why Tennessee Rose cries Tennessee tears. That just fell in. I mean, just when I heard how that worked, how the Tennessee tears, just the few syllables there just kind of hung at the end and just put a period on it and just brought it home so well. That's a masterful song. Yeah. So we've got time for a couple more. If you've got a couple more to share for us, and then we're going to watch another video. I hope people are tuning into this. We'll have plenty of time now because we're actually not live. We are pre-recording this So I'm going to be spreading the word, and all those people who I know in this area will be spreading the word too. And we're going to have a lot of people tuning in for this when this actually shows up on Saturday, the 23rd at 1 o'clock our time out here in California. Brent, can you do another song or tell us about the song or whatever you want to do?
I'd like to do this song. It's on my new album called Songwriter, not writer, Songwriter.
Ryder, yeah.
I wrote with my good friend Joe Collins, and we usually get together at his place in the morning, drink some coffee, and talk for a while, and before we try to get into anything. And the last time we were talking, we just said, when was the first time you listened to music or heard music? And you know, I thought it was probably my parents' stereo, in the living room, listen to some Kingston Trio or Al Hurt. And he said, well, my dad had an old little radio down there in the basement. He had it on his windowsill there, and that's where I first heard it. And so we ended up writing this song called The Radio, kind of about that. And it goes like this. An old radio sitting on a windowsill, playing Fats Domino, playing Blueberry Hill. Walking after midnight, Patsy Cline, Red Charleston, crying time, and that King Cole was king. So Johnny B. Good showed up. When Elvis started shaking, he left us all shook up. Sean, good golly, Miss Molly, ooh, that's where I found my thrill. Started with a radio sitting on the windowsill. Then along came the Beatles with a ticket to ride. It gone to Kansas City, uptight outside. The doors were lighting fire by the dock of the bay. Hendrix blew my mind with purple haze. And that King Cole was king. So Johnny B. Good showed up. When Elvis started shaking, he left me all shook up. Showing good golly, Miss Molly, ooh, that's where I found my thrill. Started with the radio on the windowsill. It started with the radio sitting on the windowsill.
What a question to ask. I mean, that's just going to stay with me now. When did I first hear music? When did I first tune into music? What a good question for a songwriter to ask. What is that? The kind of when you have coffee with, who is this in the morning you have coffee with? And
His name's Joe Collins.
And he's a songwriter, Nashville
Oh yeah,
songwriter.
he's great. All right, you've heard stuff by Rascal Flatts and different, country artists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with him, so I will be now that I've talked to you. Yeah. Did you co-write that? Was that co-written?
Yeah, with Joe. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're just great references.
Thank you.
There was so many Elvis sightings after he died. I wrote a song about that. It was called "You Won't Stay Dead." He was the king of rock and roll, it said, but he keeps on rocking and he won't stay dead.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's it for another time. So we kind of spaced this out with a video, a couple of songs. We've listened to a second video, and now another song following that. What's next? I mean, we can see these, and that the Tennessee Tears just told such a story. Are story songs where your heart lies? Is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I just part of the thing is I came to Nashville, from running around out west and being gone traveling a lot, and just kind of dug in down here and started becoming friends with a lot of great songwriters and a lot of my heroes I got to meet, and I just was able and fortunate to maybe co-write with some of them, and I think I learned a lot. I'm still learning. Of course, we're always learning, but from some
Yeah.
great. So yeah, I
Yeah.
just try to keep on doing something. I'm working on another tour for Europe in September. Of course, going to be up in Jackson Hole and the West this summer. In case you're away.
Yeah. In case I'm out that way, you're going to be playing at the Stagecoach.
Never know. Derek and I, we always get together a few times when we're up there, and we always have a great time. Derek
Yeah.
is one of the greatest guitar players you ever heard. Anybody. I mean,
Derek
we're,
Upsmith. Yes.
we've been
Yes.
playing together since high school. You know, he had his own band, I had my own band, and we always played together off and on here and there. But yeah,
Just I was fortunate enough to be in a band with him for a while, and he played lead guitar on an album that included 8 of my songs, and so it's the best presentation those songs will ever get. You know, that's now it's just me, but Derek is a stellar guy and a farmer who rocks mightily. He's just a great musician. Uh, so yeah, story songs. But you pick them. I mean, there's 5 that you were going to do, and I'm thinking you already have one in mind. Is that true?
I don't know. Let's see. What do I want to do? I could do a song. Here's a song I wrote with another label mate of mine on Brambis, a fellow by the name of Hunter Moore, great songwriter. And we got together. We only wrote one song together, and it's this. It's called "The Things I Can't Do," and that's kind of a story. Just a kid dreaming about the things I'd like to do. I build a boat, sail the world, ride a rocket to the moon. I tried my hand at this and that, and I've come to understand you can't do everything you want. You do what you can, and maybe it could have turned out differently. But who knows? It isn't clear to see, and there's no use, even if it's true. Well, I ain't gonna sit and worry about the things I can't do. She was everything I wanted. Back then she wanted me, giving all we had to give, loving recklessly. But even if I could have known what I know now back then, I'd find a different way to make the same mistakes again. Maybe could have turned out differently. Who knows? It isn't clear, you see, and there's no use, even if it's true. Well, I ain't gonna sit and worry about the things I can't do. Well, that was different.
Jazz.
You never know what happens. My boat is still half finished, somewhere in my dreams. Never was an astronaut or a star of the silver screen. There's choices we don't get to make, dealt a hand to play. And if I could do anything, would I want to anyway? Maybe it could have turned out differently. Who knows? It isn't clear to see, and there's no use, even if it's true. Well, I ain't gonna sit and worry about the things I can't do. No, I ain't gonna sit and worry about the things I can't do.
I smile sometimes, and it's because there's a serious content to these songs. And sometimes when I smile, it's because I love a great line. You know, when I hear, I'll find a different way to do this, I'll find a different way to make the same mistakes. It's just, it rings so true, and it comes out so poignant and strong that I just smile. And I think some people look at me and think, oh, you know, that's kind of serious. But to me, it's just, oh man, there's another joyful line. You know, it's just a great line. And your songs are full of those. They're full of these just little nuggets and gems, these lyrics that are poetic and provocative. So we wanted to do Dig Two Graves.
Oh yeah.
That's the video that we wanted to play the video, if that's okay.
Yeah, that'd be great. I wrote this with my good friend. Am I still on? My good friends, Reckless Johnny Wales and Annie McHugh. You can Google both of those guys; they're wonderful. And my good buddy Jimmy Jensen did all the video work on this,
All
and
right.
Tennessee Tears. And it's pretty much fun. Just
All
love.
right. This is Dig Two Graves.
Dig a grave for me, mister, and one for my so-called friend. And when your back gets sore, you can't dig no more, feel free to jump on in. 'Cause we're all gonna go, but nobody knows exactly where or when. So dig two graves for me, mister. I'm on the road to revenge. One cold night, San Francisco, he rode in with the fog across the bay. What he done before, he won't do no more. His heart felt the thrust of my blade. I know we've all seen the movie. We know how the story ends. So dig two graves for me, mister. I'm on the road to revenge. Once you break ground, the truth will be found. There's no way to pretend. Confucius say, only one way it can end. So dig two graves for me, mister. I'm on the road to revenge. You know we've all seen the movie. We know how the story ends. So dig two graves for me, mister. I'm on the road to revenge. So dig a grave for me, mister, and one for my so-called friend. So dig two graves for me, mister. I'm on the road to revenge.
Brent, how many songwriters can lay claim to having recorded and produced a video with dancing skeletons
Yeah.
about revenge? It's a great video. Just and the xylophone with, just I just, it's great touches. It's just fun stuff. I really enjoyed that.
Great.
What's next for you? What's you said you'd just be putting another tour together.
Yeah.
Um,
New material. I'm producing a record next month for some folks, and just working in my studio and doing this and that.
What about the Broadway thing that you did, the Ring of Fire? Are there videos available or ways to access those performances?
I don't think so. There is a cast album we did from Broadway. It was done on Time Life Records. I don't know where that's at. Uh, After that show, three of us from the Broadway production, we put together another troupe, and we actually toured for several years after they did like 17 productions around the country.
Really?
Yeah, the musical director and one of the major actors, but the guy who was one of the actors, he directed it and put it together, and he passed away in 2016. So that kind of ended our little
Yeah,
show, But it is out there. They do a 5-piece version in a lot of dinner theaters and stuff.
I see.
It was a lot of
Okay. Well,
fun.
great experience for you, I would take it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. This has been so much fun. You're going to be in Jackson in the summer, and I hope we can keep in touch because
yeah,
I might have to get out there and see you and Derek at the Stagecoach if that's what's going to happen.
yeah.
I would love to be in the audience for that, and just inspiring stuff. I noticed that there's just positivity in your lyrics. There's you celebrate life, you celebrate aspects of life. There's a sunny quality, and you still talk about real issues and reality-based experiences that people have, but you do it with a touch that makes us all want to embrace life and dance
Thanks.
to the music. So,
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
and I just want to say, if there's any, if when we're watching this, if there's any glitches in the video, that's my mistake. That's not Brent's. The videos, I've seen them all. I was singing along with Dig Two Graves, and I realized, oh, wait a minute, I didn't turn I'm not muting, and we're out of sync. But it was just such fun stuff that check these videos out and check out Brent Moyer. You won't regret it. And you were going to maybe close with Blessing in Disguise, another very positive song. Is that okay? Can we do that?
Yeah, fine. I wrote this with a fellow by the name of Wayne Carson, and Wayne is one of the great writers of all times. He wrote the Box Tops hit, The Letter, and Soul Deep, and also was one of the writers on You Were Always on My Mind. And
Some good credits.
yeah, and I got to know him a little bit. We did some live shows together, and I was helping move because I was a band. And after we got all moved in, I said, "Hey, Wayne, I think maybe sometime we might be able to sit down and write a song." And oh yeah, so I had this one idea, and it was this. That was my idea, and
Nice riff.
he liked it. And we wrote this song called "Blessing in Disguise" from that. Behind every storm cloud, there's a rainbow. It's hard to see with the naked eye. Might cause you to reach out, touch somebody. That old storm might be a blessing in disguise. After the heartache comes the healing. After the storm has passed on by, don't be afraid to feel that old feeling. Sometimes love can be a blessing in disguise. We've all been there, oh, and again, back to where it ended, just to start all over again. It's a prayer for the weary, it's a word to the wise. These old troubled times, they ain't nothing but a blessing in disguise. Love takes the lonely, love takes the shame, and love takes your fear. Whoa, but it don't take no name, 'cause it's all in the feelings. Feelings don't lie. Look to your heart, deep in your heart, go for that blessing in disguise. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you What made you even pick up the dice? Well, it goes without saying, can't win if you ain't playing. Maybe sometimes the losing is a blessing in disguise. We've all been there, we're all going again. Oh, back to where it ended, just to start all over again. It's a prayer for the weak, it's a word to the wise. These old troubled times, they ain't nothing but a blessing in disguise. These old troubled times, they ain't nothing but a blessing in disguise.
So true. So true. What a beautiful sentiment and a beautiful song. Brent Moyer, I can't say enough. I'm just so pleased that you were on our show today and that you shared some of your music with us. You'll be traveling the country, and we'll be putting up a lot of information about how people can get in touch with you and can get in touch with your music.
Yeah, thank you.
Spotify, you're on all of it. You're on Reverb Nation. Brent Moyer.
BrentMoyer.com. You can find my tour schedule up there when it gets ready.
Yeah, when I Googled you, that's what I just put BrentMoyer.com, and a lot of stuff came up, a lot of information about you and what you're doing. I wish you all the best, and I think there's a lot more good stuff coming your way. So thanks for spending.
I really appreciate it, and hi the folks out there. Hope to see you out there sometime. That'd be great.
Yeah, well, I hope so too. There's a place to stay with us, so room and board is already covered. So
thank you.
Take care, Brent.
All right, see you later.
Thank you so much. Take care.